multiple wives are pregnant at the same time. Unexpectedly, the child of the eldest wife has not been born yet. Second aunt gave birth to her child first, and she also gave birth to a boy. Because of jealousy, the eldest wife stole the child of the second aunt. She forced her to put the child back into her belly. In the struggle, there was an accident. The baby rolled down the stairs and died instantly from hitting its head. Originally, the eldest wife just wanted to scare the second aunt. Unexpectedly, her child accidentally fell and died. And so, this poor little life only lived for 2 days. The second aunt held the child and sought help everywhere. After arriving at the clinic, the doctor said the child was beyond saving. The second aunt cried heartbreakingly, unable to accept that the child died like this. She brought the child to the riverside. She was preparing to jump into the river to take care of the child in another world. Before dying, Auntie O suddenly remembered the wicked stepmother who killed her own child. If I die, who will seek revenge? So she made up her mind to kill the stepmother, to avenge her child with her own hands. Auntie O first went to a temple to dig a grave and bury her child, praying for her child to have a better life in the next reincarnation. Then she returned to the mansion with deep resentment. At that time, the whole family was waiting in the living room. Auntie O walked straight towards the stepmother. Suddenly, she pounced and strangled her to death. Everyone hurriedly pulled them apart. They still didn't know what had happened. In front of everyone, Auntie O revealed what had just happened, saying that the stepmother killed her own child. However, the stepmother vehemently denied it, insisting that Auntie O was falsely accusing her, because she had been with the siblings all day today. Originally, after Mrs. Dad's child accidentally died, she saw her sister-in-law breastfeeding in the living room, so she immediately joined them for a chat, deliberately creating an alibi. And her sister-in-law, in a daze, confirmed that Mrs. D.A. was indeed with her just now. Her husband believed Mrs. Dad's lie, and scolded Auntie O harshly, and made her move to a thatched house. At this moment, Auntie O was already squatting on the ground, tears streaming down her face, feeling extremely desperate inside. Only her sister-in-law and mother-in-law were comforting her. It was at this moment that Auntie O noticed the fruit knife on the table, and thought of ending her life together with Mrs. D.A. But she was unsuccessful. Auntie O's name is Lueat. She secretly vowed in her heart that she would not let her child die in vain. She would definitely find another opportunity for revenge. Her husband gently stroked the child inside the big wife's belly. Comfort her and tell her not to worry too much about today's matter. Absolutely do not move and risk harming the baby. Late at night, the big wife was awakened by nightmares because she did something guilty. Lying in her husband's arms, she dare not let go. Unexpectedly, this scared caused the amniotic fluid to break, holding her stomach in pain. She can hardly bear it. Seeing this, the husband immediately called the midwife. The midwife asked everyone else to leave first. The baby is about to be born. The whole family anxiously waits at the door. After hearing the news, Mona feels like the opportunity for revenge has come. She first set the kitchen on fire, attracts everyone to come and watch. The sudden fire causes chaos among the family. Meanwhile, the big wife is still in the room, enduring the excruciating pain of childbirth. The family is busy putting out the fire and has no time to care about what was happening inside. After a few minutes, the sound of a child crying came from the room. The lady successfully gave birth to a baby girl. She was immediately put on the gold bracelet given by her mother-in-law upon birth. At this moment, Momo suddenly walked into the room. She snatched the lady's child away. Before the midwife could react, Momo kicked her unconscious. The lady, who had just given birth, immediately jumped off the bed. She grabbed Momo's hair and refused to let go. After Momo broke free, the lady cut her arm with a knife. The lady desperately tried to snatch back her child. Unfortunately, she was weak after giving birth. She was kicked down by Momo, helplessly watched as her own child was taken away. The lady lay on the ground crying her heart out. With her last bit of strength, she chased after them. It was here that Mo's child was thrown to death by the mistress. Now Moha seeks revenge, preparing to throw the mistress' child to death as revenge. The mistress pleaded desperately, hoping Moha would spare her own child. Moha stomped on the mistress' stomach, making her experience the pain of losing a child. Her mistress explained that she accidentally threw Mo's child to death. It wasn't intentional. Moha ignored her. Moha kicked the mistress down and fled the scene. After hearing cries for help, the husband finally arrived, but Moha had already left with the child in her arms. They arrived at a small grove. Moha planned to throw the child into the lake to drown, but she couldn't bring herself to do it, so she found a water jar. She placed the child inside to preserve the body. The water jar drifted away with the current. After a few minutes, kind-hearted Mocha still regretted it. The child is innocent. After all, it's alive. So Mocha rescued the child from the water tank. She believed the that she should seek revenge on the lady for the grudge between them. Innocent people should not be harmed. Mocha slept in the woods for a night. Waking up the next day, Mocha didn't know what to do next. Looking at the lady's child, she couldn't think of a good way to handle it for a while. Came to the city. Mocha wanted to buy a roasted sweet potato to eat. Unfortunately, she was discovered by the lady's henchmen. They searched for Mocha all night. Fortunately, Mocha escaped in time, shaking off her pursuers. The lady and her husband also didn't sleep all night. They were all waiting for news about the child. The mother-in-law still didn't know what happened last night. After learning the truth, the mother-in-law was shocked and fell down the stairs. I didn't expect that fall would kill him. In just 2 days' time, unfortunate events kept happening in their home. Homeless Moha found temporary shelter at her sister's house, in a remote village in the outskirts. Her sister, who had just given birth, was also abandoned by her husband. She raised the child alone. At night, her sister was framed by enemies. Several strong men threw her sister into the river, her fate unknown. Perhaps the baby sensed the danger her mother was in. Her sister's child kept crying non-stop. Moha picked her up and comforted her. She didn't know where her sister had gone. The next day, Moha went into the city to search for her missing sister. Unexpectedly, she heard from a passerby that her mother-in-law had passed away. When Moha was still at home, Grandma is kind-hearted and takes good care of her. During the funeral, Moha secretly came home to accompany Grandma on her final journey. She will never forget Grandma's kindness to Lueat Kakee, but she could only hide at the door to pay her respects. Unexpectedly, she was discovered by the sharp-witted mistress. She immediately chased after her. Sure enough, this masked woman was Moha. Mrs. grabbed Moha by the hair and threw her to the ground. She grabbed her neck and demanded to know where she hid her child. Moha remained silent. She only managed to escape after her relatives arrived and freed her. Mrs. went back to the house and told her husband. Moha was just here. So, she sent her subordinates to chase after her. After chasing her to the street, Moha stabbed one of them with a knife and managed to escape. She took a boat back to her sister's village. Moha entrusted the 2 children to the neighbor's care. It was already midnight when she returned. The next day, the lady of the house went to the temple to pray and burn incense. She prayed for the safety of her own children. She hurried to go back home. Now Moha needs to take care of the 2 children. One is the lady's child, the other is her sister's. Because there is no breast milk, Moha urgently needs to buy formula. She took off the gold bracelet from the lady's child's foot. She planned to go into town to exchange it for some money. Her sister's child kept crying non-stop. It seemed like the child had a fever. So Moha carried her sister's child and went into town to seek medical treatment. Unexpectedly, she was caught by the lady's servant. They sent Moha and the child back to the mansion together. After the lady and her husband saw the child, they thought it was their own child. They held the child in their arms and were reluctant to separate. Then the lady stepped forward and slapped Moha 5 times directly, venting by kicking in the stomach. At this moment, the gold bracelet given by the mother-in-law fell out. The lady and her husband became even more convinced. This baby girl is their own child. The servant noticed that the child seemed to be sick, so the lady slapped Moha again. She only stopped after the second young master came to plead. The second young master said since the child has been found, let Moha go. The husband announced publicly, divorce Moha as his wife, and forever banish her from the house. Not allowed to step into the Ma residence again. Moha was heartbroken, so she planned to conceal the truth. Let the lady raise her sister's daughter. However, the lady had no intention of letting Moha live alive. Secretly sent her subordinates to drown Moha in the river. At a critical moment, once again, the second young master appeared in time, saved Moha. Moha knew immediately that it was the madam who plotted to kill her, deepened the hatred in her heart once again. Second young master gave Moha another bag of suya. Never let her come back again. For the kindness and life-saving grace of second young master, Moha had no way to repay. If there is a chance in the future or in the next life, willing to be a servant to the second young master. After the doctor's examination, the child was fine. It was just because of hunger that she fainted. They didn't know that the child in her arms was actually Mo's sister's child. Their child was still in the village. After Moha returned to the village, the neighbor boy is helping to take care of the child. It's a coincidence. The boy is the male servant who was expelled from the mansion for making mistakes before. He and Moha have known each other for a long time, so the 2 of them depended on each other from then on, living together and sharing their lives. 8 years later, the lady's child grew up to be a little girl. Moha and Nandi are her parents. The villagers also thought that the child was Mo's own. Meanwhile, Mo's sister's daughter grew up in a wealthy family. She became a young lady from a wealthy family. A neighbor who had a good relationship with Moha died unexpectedly from a snake bite, leaving behind an 8-year-old boy with no one to take care of him. So couple had another child, but none of them were their biological children. In the blink of an eye, another 10 years passed. The siblings had already grown up. They often came to the city market to sell rice balls. The siblings, who were raised by Mohair, were kind-hearted. They inherited Mo's character. On the other hand, the young lady raised by the lady was cruel and ruthless. She carried on the lady's malicious style through her bloodline. 18 years had passed. My husband is still living a carefree life. After divorcing Mother, he married third aunt and fourth aunt. My parents arranged a marriage for our daughter with Chen Xiao, who was born into a wealthy family. The wedding will take place soon. Our daughter also fell for the handsome Chen Xiao. However, Chen Xiao doesn't have any feelings for our daughter. He agreed to this marriage just to please our parents. Mo's daughter is named Xiaohua. One day, Xiaohua was bullied by hooligans while selling goods at a store. It was Chen Xiao who stepped forward to save Xiaohua. He fell in love with this girl at first sight. He couldn't stop thinking about her. He hoped to meet Xiaohua again in the future. By a stroke of luck, Xiaohua and her brother were delivering food to Chen Xiao's mansion. Chen Xiao saw the girl he admired once again. He took the initiative to approach her and greet her. However, Xiaohua ignored him, because her mother had told her. The young masters from wealthy families are all quakers. At this time, the lady of the house and her daughter also came to the Chen residence as guests. The daughter happened to see this scene from above, thinking that Xiaohua was seducing her fiancé. Without asking for the reason, she directly grabbed Xiaohua's hand and insulted her. Xiaohua looked bewildered, still unaware of what had happened. She forcefully pushed the daughter down to the ground. The mother saw her daughter being pushed down. She walked up and slapped Xiaohua directly. When Xiaohua turned her head, this biological mother and daughter met again after 18 years. There seemed to be a strange sense of familiarity, but they both didn't know the truth. The lady of the house scolded Xiaohua. She raised her hand again to slap her. The two of them started pulling and tearing at each other. After getting up, the daughter grabbed Xiaohua's hair and pulled it back. The mother and daughter bullied Xiaohua hard, slapped her hard while riding on her. Chen Xiao promptly stopped them when he heard the commotion. They only stopped after a while. From this point on, the mother and daughter then formed a grudge against Xiaohua. The madam was unaware. The Xiaohua they just bullied was actually her own daughter. After Master Chen learned about this matter, he gave Xiaohua's father a compensation fee. He told them not to come here for deliveries anymore. The next day, Chen Xiao found Xiaohua, who was selling on the street. He apologized for what happened yesterday. Xiaohua's brother and mother were also there. The family did not accept Chen Xiao's apology. They expressed that they would never deliver to their house again. The madam happened to be out shopping today. When she passed by, Mohi was picking up something while looking down. She didn't see the madam. These old enemies who had an 18-year grudge passed by each other like this. Neither of them noticed each other. The rich girl invited her fiancé to go shopping in the city. Coincidentally, they ran into Xiaohua, who was selling things on the street. Because of holding a grudge, the mother and daughter intentionally distracted Chen Xiao to seek revenge on Xiaohua. The rich girl walked over and pushed Xiaohua directly, asking her to apologize to herself. As a result, they started arguing on the street again. The wealthy lady insulted her with harsh words. She scolded Xiaohua in a very offensive manner. Xiaohua didn't back down. She retorted back at the wealthy lady. The wealthy lady became furious. Just as she was about to hit Xiaohua, Chen Xiao appeared and stopped her. Meanwhile, not far away, Mohi, who came to pick up the daughter and close the store, witnessed this scene. At a glance, she recognized the wicked wealthy lady who had caused the death of her own child 18 years ago. The girl next to her should be Mohi's sister's daughter, because there was a scar on her neck. It was caused by the midwife accidentally scratching her neck during her sister's delivery. Under Chen Xiao's persuasion, only then did the mother and daughter spare Xiaohua. Afterwards, Mohi secretly sneaked into the Ma mansion, wanting to see her sister's daughter, and also the second young master who saved her life. Unexpectedly, she was seen by the servants in the mansion. Fortunately, this servant had a good